Make him more dangerous. Okay, sure.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the DNA Design Studio Series Grimlock Upgrade Kit. So here we are, and there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have a Grimlock DKO6 SS Grimlock Upgrade Kits on the side of the box. Bloody, bloody, bloody on the other side of the box, bloody, bloody, bloody on the top of the box, bloody, bloody on the bottom. Words and things and barcode. Warning, don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, things and stuff and things. And this product does not include SS Grimlock. It wouldn't fit in the box anyway. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have the upgrade kit for Studio Series Grimlock. Now, you know, I was very undecided about whether or not I wanted to even pick up this kit, and now that I have the kit, I'm still kind of undecided as to how I feel about it. I don't know. I mean, it's a well-done kit, but I don't know. I just don't know if it's 100% necessary. If it, yeah, I don't know, but that's just me. But let's run through everything and take a look at what is included with this kit. First thing you get is his staff, and I will say the color matching is pretty dang near spot on. You can see the dry brushing effect going on there, and very nicely done. These sections can open like so. You got that going on, which is pretty cool. You got the handle. Which does have some detail throughout, as you can see. So, pretty nicely done staff right there. You can just close this back up. So you have the staff. You get the old ball and chain right here, which again, nicely done. Has a nice dry brushing on it. And the chain section itself is just full of hinges. You got a ton of hinges here to work with. So it is quite posable, as you can see. And all of the hinges are nice and snug, so it can hold a pose quite well, which is nice. So you get that. You get a tail for the Dino mode, which again looks quite nice with that dry brushing effect. Very, very nicely detailed, as you can see. Yay! 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 It's a tail. And you just have two hinges here and here. So now Grimlock can wag his tail. Yay! For tail wagging. You also get a new right arm here. Which again, nicely done, nicely detailed, matches up with the original figure pretty much perfectly, and you get a new posable hand on this side, whereas on the original figure you just had the wrecking ball hand. Here you have a full-on hand, which does have wrist rotation. The thumb can move up and down at that hinge. The hands can open and close. The index finger is a separate piece, and the other two fingers are just a single piece that just have a hinge at the base there. So you get a nice new posable hand here and a new arm. And you also get a new left hand as well. That is also posable. Same amount of articulation there. So you can replace the non-posable hand that's on the figure now. And an added bonus, I don't know if this is a pre-order bonus or a first run bonus, but this is a bonus piece, is you get a tongue. You get a tongue. For the Dino mode. So now it has a tongue. Yeah, that's weird. So here now we have Mr. Lock, first name Grim, and we'll just show off the installation of the new pieces. So to replace the arm is quite simple. It's just on a mushroom peg. You just take it and just pop it off, whoop, like that. You might do the splits on you. Hey. So you just pop off the old arm, just take the new arm, and that just slides right in, locks into place, like so. And then you take the elbow piece here, and you just want to pull that off. It's just on a friction hinge. and you just pop it on the new arm, and voila, that is it. And as you can see, as I said earlier, the color matching is just pretty much spot on. Like, that's really, really well done. You can see even the color of the dry brushing there is pretty much spot on. Like, that, they did an amazing job color matching this. Like, that's awesome. That is awesome. So now he has his new arm with a full-on posable hand. And for the other hand, again, same thing. It's just on a mushroom peg. You just pop the old hand off, pop the new hand on, and the new hand is a bit more snug. There we go. Just pop that on, and there you go. Now he has two nice, fully posable hands. Hey, so that's a nice little improvement, if you feel it was necessary. So there you have that. Now, as far as the tongue goes, what you do with the tongue here is we just have to get this section out here, the bottom jaw, and where this goes is it just slots in right in here, like so. And you just push that down, and that just sits right there. That's where it ends up for Dino mode. Now, for robot mode, you're just going to take it and rotate it to the side and just bring it back. And when you collapse all this up, bring all that back as far as it'll go. And when you just collapse the arm up, like so, you'll see it just ends up just sitting behind the arm. And it just hides out behind the arm there. So that's how it ends up storing in robot mode. He's just kind of licking the back of his own arm, which is kind of weird, kind of awkward, but hey, you know, it's how it works. It's a thing. It's a thing. So that's how you store the bonus tongue. Now, as far as the tail and the weapons go, you can store this on the robot mode. For the tail, you just want to take it. You have tabs on either side. You also have a tab here, so if you're not, you know, if you have him holding the weapons, you can just store the tail on his back, like so, using that bottom tab. Just have that across his back, like so. But if you want to store everything on his back, what you're going to do is you're going to use this tab and plug the tail in this way, like so. And then you're going to take the staff, and there is a slot right here. It's going to go over this tab, and that will just tab in right there. Then you take the old ball and chain, and again, there's just a slot right there, and you just tab it on like so, and that can just hang down like that. And that is how you store everything on Grimlock's back. You know, and it makes things a little cluttered back here, but hey, it's storage if you want storage. So hey, it does the job it needs to do. Now, one thing you can do with the old ball and chain here is that if you want to give him the wrecking ball hand, you still can do that. This section right here does just pop right off. You can see it's just on a peg. And you can just take this and plug it onto his hand, like so. So if you still want him to have the wrecking ball hand, you can still have the wrecking ball hand. So hey, that's pretty cool. You don't lose that little feature there. That just plugs right in, like so. There you go. So now, let's get him holding his weapons here. Now, how he holds the weapons, first let me open this up. And there you go. Battle ready! Alright. So how we get him to hold the weapons is, we need to open up the hand, obviously. And as you can see, there is a little tab right there on the inside of his fingers. And there is little slots right here on either side of this section here. So you get this tab to go into that slot. You want to make sure the thumb is kind of down here for clearance. And then you just swing the fingers in like so, and sometimes you might lose the tab, which I think I did. There's one thing that's a little annoying about this, is that sometimes you can kind of Let go. Let go, Grimlock. Let go. Gonna get that swung in like that. There we go. And there's actually, was kind of locked in by itself, but I'll show it on this side. You can see on the thumb, there's actually a little peg on the thumb that goes into this little notch right here in the finger, and that just kind of locks everything in place. It's not a dead solid lock, like he's holding it, as you can see, but it doesn't take much to kind of wiggle it out of his hand, although now he's proving me wrong. Because, of course, because the camera's on, everything works differently when the camera's on. I don't know, I don't get it, but now he has a pretty dead solid grip. Any other time, I've been able to knock this out of his hand real easily, and now he's proving me wrong. Well, there you go. Look at that. That's hilarious. You! But anyway, this is the only part of the staff he can actually hold on to securely, because you don't have those little slots anywhere else on the handle here. I mean, you can have him holding it, lower down on the staff, but he doesn't have the same grip on it. So when it comes to that, yeah, it's definitely not going to be a solid grip, as you can see. The only place you're going to get a secure grip is up here with that tab. So yeah, like I said, that's the only secure place he's going to be able to hold it. And again, it's still kind of a pain in the butt to get that kind of lined up. There we go. I think we got it. Yeah, okay. So, there he is with his staff. And of course, you can also give him the old ball and chain, and it works the same exact way. You got the slots right there on either side. And we can just take this and just tab this in. And again, it's very... it's the one part that's a little annoying, is just getting that lined up. Nope. Yep. There we go. You do want the thumb down to clear that little ridge there, and just kind of swing it in and hope it stays in place, which I don't think it did. Actually, no, it did. It did. There we go. Just kind of lock that in, and there you go. He's got the old ball and chain. Unfortunately, his elbow mine's droops a little bit, but there you go. So you can have him holding it, and again, you can kind of pose that however you want, make it look like he's swinging it, and there's Grimlock all armed up with his weapons. And if you want to, another thing you can do, hey, these are all things you can do if you want to do them. You can just kind of close the hand back up here. If you want, you can take the tail, and you can plug this into his hand. This is where it goes for Dino mode anyway, and if you just want to leave it there, you can leave it there and just give him a tail hand. Hey, why not? Dare I say, why not? It's a thing you can do if you want to do it. But that is basically it for the robot mode, so let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. Now, as far as transformation goes, you're not doing a whole lot different here as far as the left arm goes. You're just bringing that out, rotating this around. You're pretty much going through the same steps as always. Just bringing this out. The only thing different here is now you have the tongue to deal with, and you just bring the tongue to the forefront, swing it over to the side. Oops, sometimes the ball joint might pop out. There we go. And just bring that over, and we just connect everything as it was. So just get that hand in there. Make sure that's clicked in as far as it'll go, and the bottom jaw just tabs into the upper jaw. Well, there you go. See Grimlock's tongue in there. Yeah. That's pretty much all you're doing on this side. And as far as the right arm goes, and this is just a very awkward setup we have going on here. Just what it's kind of disturbing, but anyway. As far as the right arm goes, again, you're transforming it basically the same. You're just bringing that up, flipping that in, and bringing these down at either side. And you're just going to take the fist here, you're going to rotate it up like so. And then you're just going to take the tail, and the tail will just peg right into the hand, like so, to complete the look. Then you just take this section here, you just, fold this up, tuck that up there, and there you have the complete tail now. So now that we have that done, we'll bring in the staff because there's something we can do with this. So first thing you want to do is just close this up, and you want to split the top like so, and just pull out that. And we have the two halves, and what you're going to do here is just take this post here and bring this up. And what you're going to do here is you're going to run this post through the hand. Now, one thing to note, you don't want the hand completely closed. You don't want the thumb pegged into the finger, otherwise you will not be able to run this post through the hand. You do want the hand to be open. That will make life a lot easier for you. So you just take this post, and you just run it through, and you just have the square peg, which will go into the square port right here. So you just line all that up, and just squeeze all that together, get it all nice and squozen, like so. And as you can see, that now fills out Grimlock's neck really nicely, and also covers up the exposed hand, and makes that look really, really good. And there you have the new upgraded Dino mode. And yeah, it looks really nice. You have a nice new tail going on here. That looks quite good. Yeah, and just kind of, definitely completes the look, as you can see. And again, you have that little bit of articulation there in the tail. You can wag his tail now. And as I said earlier, it just fills up that neck, covers up the hand. Just gives it a bit more depth, which I quite like. Gives it a bit more mass. So yeah, looks a lot better. He has a tongue now. He's got a tongue because, hey, why not? He's got a tongue that you can wiggle around. So, hey, why not? Dare I say, why not? Now, as far as the leftover bits here, all of this can also store on the Dino mode. You take this section here of the handle, and you just pop this off like so. And this will just tab in right here, like that. And what you're going to do here is this will just tab in to this slot right here on the side of the tail. So that just tabs in like so. And what you're going to do for the old ball and chain here is you're going to take it, and you're just going to kind of fold all this up like that. That's the way you want that all folded up. And we're going to come to this side, and this slot is going to go over this tab right here. And this is this is kind of awkward, but yeah, hey, it's storage. But you just tab that on right there, and that just kind of tucks in underneath, and that's where the old ball and chain ends up storing. And now he's Devastator. Kind of awkward, but hey, it's storage if you need it to store. So there's Grimlock with everything stored on him. Not the most elegant thing in the world, but hey, again, it's storage if you absolutely need it to store. So there you have that. So there you have the upgrade kit for Grimlock. And as I said at the top of the video, I'm still undecided about this kit. It's a well done kit. Quality wise, everything feels good. There's definitely you won't feel any shift in quality between the original pieces and the new pieces. The new pieces feel just as good as the original plastic on the toy. The color matching is pretty much spot on, so they did a fantastic job there. So from a quality standpoint, I have no complaints whatsoever. Now, for the people who hate parts forming, this kit does now make him a parts former because the tail is a separate piece that you will have to remove, unless you just want to leave the tail attached to his hand and never remove it, but that's just a matter of personal preference and what you want to do with the toy. Me personally, I feel this kit benefits the Dino mode way more than the robot mode. I love the new tail. I think it just really, just kind of completes the look a lot better. I love how the neck gets bulked out, so now the neck is not so flat looking. So I love what it does to the Dino mode. And even the tongue is a nice added touch. But for the robot mode, it's just, hands that open and close and weapons. Not too much. Not something that I felt was a necessity, but again, that's just me, that's just my personal opinion. Now, when I originally reviewed Studio Series Grimlock, the one complaint I saw the most was that He didn't have his staff. Why doesn't he have his staff? This sucks because he doesn't have his staff. If all you care about is the staff, Dr. Wu is selling the staff on its own. It's available now. You can go on BBTS, just type Dr. Wu into the search bar. It's the first thing that pops up. If all you care about is the staff, you can just go and buy that now on its own. If you feel that all that this kit comes with is more worth your money, then by all means, go for it. Pick it up. As I said, it's really well done. Very nicely done kit. At the end of the day, as always, it just boils down to your taste, your personal preferences, and what you want for your Studio Series Grimlock. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of DNA Design's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out LoriPlan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the DNA Design Studio Series Grimlock Upgrade Kit, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, bomb in your face.